Aloe Corsicola. Look at the contrast of the color of the flowers and those purple to blue, like almost the reddish. It's just...
It's a very striking plant to look at.
It sure is. It's really scratching all the itches for me, dude.
Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's another episode of Cactus Quest, and today I am in Vista, California with my buddy Josh Allen, and he has a property here where he's got this amazing rock garden. So we're gonna let you guys take a look at it here.
It's 3 acres.
Okay.
2.999 to be exact, so. We just ran it to 3. 95% of everything are species in here.
Okay,
There's
great.
a few hybrids, but not many.
See, I'm personally, I'm more of a species guy myself.
Yeah. In the agave world,
this is a Victoria Reginae hybrid? Oh, it sure is. Yeah, I mean, okay, so that's
What do you think that's a hybrid with? Vic Reg and what?
Oh, that?
Yes.
very good.
Yeah. It's Ovatifolia.
It's a Vatifolia.
So that's Victoria Reg and Ovatifolia. Yeah. Crazy. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Jay Bear made that one. So I bought this place in 2011.
Okay.
I bought this place because I lived in a track house with no yard and on top of a hill. Frost-free though.
Yeah.
But I'm in this bentonite clay. I can't grow nothing.
Okay, gotcha.
So if I water it, I can't water it again for another month or everything will rot out. I went shopping and I looked for something that was more in the frost-free hilltop area, and I came across this place and scooped. It was an as-is sale. These hilltop microclimates here around us are good. Down below, different story.
These have been in the ground how long?
This has only been in the ground for about 4 years and a half, maybe, from a 5-gallon pot.
That's
Vaillanby is very fast growing.
What is the species on this one?
Aloe Vaillanby, and then next to it are Aloe Sabayas. I tried getting
Aloe Vaillanby and Aloe
Sabaya.
Sabayas.
Yes. I was trying to get a third Sabaya the same size as a memorial or legacy to Jerry Hunter at Rancho Soledad Nurseries, because at his property, at the ranch they call it, he had 3 giant ones next to a big rock called the Three Sisters. So one day I'll get another Vaillanby and it'll be the perfect.
Do these get much taller from here?
Oh yeah, these can get really tall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now at this point, are you watering them? I see the soil's wet, so it looks sort of like you're...
So we haven't had much rain, so I just watered yesterday.
Okay.
But I water about twice a month here in this garden.
And so the rock
summertime.
garden seems to be, just on a first glance, there is some cacti, but it seems to be primarily a combination of the aloes, cycads, and then I'm starting to see also a lot of dudleas and some agaves and some cactus sprinkled through.
Yeah, kind of peppered in, give it some color and texture.
That's
exactly.
awesome.
And everything together is within the same water requirement. So if I'm watering one thing, I'm not overwatering something else.
Yeah, this is beautiful. I mean, these rock gardens, like for this particular section, this looks almost like you could imagine that you're in Africa somewhere.
Yeah, the only thing missing is a pterodactyl landing on top of the rock.
Yeah, beautiful. So this is Aloe
Palanzai.
And this is typically a harder aloe to grow.
Exactly. This one gets no supplemental water whatsoever during the summer months. It's just, they just stand there. It's hard not to water plants, but these guys will come crashing down and rot if they get watered out of season. I've seen too many people make that mistake.
Now,
so.
were these boulders already here?
Everything is natural. I didn't move one single rock.
Wow.
Well, I take it back. Like stuff around this, I've added things like this.
Sure.
But all the other rocks here are all natural.
Man, that's crazy. And this is Susanne?
That's Aloe dichotoma.
Dichotoma, okay. You see, I'm less well versed in my aloes compared to cacti, for instance. Man, look at this one here. The blooms are just...
So this is Aloe Volkensii.
Volkensii.
There's different...
I was saying, I didn't say this was petricola. I was looking at petricola just now. We were at...
That's petricola.
At our friend's house.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay. And that's the one, the red and white. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, with the purple little stamens.
It's pretty, it's a pretty plant, yeah.
So this Volkensii. This one here?
Aloe Volkensii, correct.
Where do these come from?
So Volkensii comes from East Africa.
East Africa.
Yeah, sorry about the delay, but...
No, that's fine, that's fine.
The old memory banks had a jog for a second.
Yeah, man.
And there's different flavors of Volkensii. There's red. This happens to be the nicer one. It's yellow and red.
Oh yeah.
And there's the rarest one is a solid yellow flower Flanzia, which is almost impossible to find.
That's amazing. So how did you get into plants? How did this all start for you?
You know, plants was something, it actually started with growing vegetables as a kid.
Okay.
And then I'm a palm grower and cycad grower is what I mainly do on the other
Gotcha.
side of the property in the greenhouse. And visiting cycad gardens and visiting customers with cycads, it was natural for them to have cactus and aloes and agaves. And once I went into a garden and saw the diversity, besides a bunch of palms, which I'm typically drawn to,
Sure.
it was game over with palm trees, and it was like all about collecting cycads, succulents, cactus, companion plants. And it made sense with my property because I had these giant rocks here when I bought the place, and I just went to town with it.
Dude, I absolutely love it. Thank you for taking the time to have us out. And,
Absolutely.
God, I can't, this is like, I mean,
It's something out of a movie set.
I mean, it does. It feels like, I mean, like there should be a pterodactyl here, man. This is
Yeah.
absolutely stunningly
Or
gorgeous.
a raptor sticking its head around the corner.
And have you had the opportunity to go out into the field to see some of these plants in their natural environment?
I was in Africa for a month in 2005, so I got to go to some of the type localities. But oddly enough, it was more for animals, so I had to go back and look at my photographs to see what plants I was standing next to.
Interesting.
So I got to see some cycads in South Africa. I got to see some of the aloes that are that I have here, but it was more or less a plant
Gotcha.
or an animal safari versus a plant trip. I would go back in a heartbeat again too.
I don't blame you, man. I'm looking forward to, a buddy of ours is getting ready to go to Socotra, and
Oh yeah.
we just visited with him, and he was all masked up and very, very concerned about getting sick because he's like, look, I'm going to Socotra in a couple of weeks and I can't afford to get sick now. And I'm like, dude, I totally understand.
100%.
And I respect that completely. Oh man, this is beautiful. Let's go take a look down and around here. This is, dude, this is like seriously.
Socotra.
Absolutely. Oh, whoa, big old fat, is that jute?
Yeah, that's a jute. She just dropped all her leaves about a week ago.
Oh, those are the leaves. Man, look at that big old fat thing.
That is not old. That's only about 5 years old from one about that big and round.
Nice.
I threw it in the ground here and it just got all gnarly and twisted and
That's the difference of being able to, I finally have an opportunity to ground some plants, and I'm just getting ready to start doing that. So I'm hoping that I can get some things to grow a lot faster as well. What is this one here?
So you're getting into some pretty rare stuff now. So that's Aloe Angelica.
Angelica.
Uh-huh. That's the orange and yellow form. And then what you're looking at in front of you is a yellow flowering Aloe Ferox, which is definitely not common at all.
Wow.
Took many years to find. And I have two. There's one right behind it. Just a slightly different color, yellow.
Oh, look at that euphorbia. That's Inopla?
Correct.
Yeah,
Just
wow.
a really old one.
Good Lord. I mean, I think honestly, Josh, that's the biggest one I've ever seen.
It's kind of cool to put the euphorbias next to the big Aloe Ferox like that.
Well, they're habitat mates, aren't they? And a lot
Exact-
of times.
Exactly. Then you got the cycads next to
So
it.
these are the same, but different forms.
They're the same. These two are cookie cutter Angelicas, and then the hard to find one is the red and yellow.
Over
These
there.
are orange. That's the
Dude,
red
this
one.
is awesome. I have to actually scramble around your rock garden. This is like, this will satiate my desire to travel into South Africa, which I'm not going to be able to do for at least a little while. My wife isn't going to go for that until the babies are a bit bigger.
Yeah.
Okay. Aloe Ferox.
So that's Aloe Angelica.
Aloe Angelica. Okay, I'm sorry. Aloe Angelica.
And
Yeah,
you can
that's
see the tags on it. I'm actually putting this form of Angelica on that, hopes that some of the progeny will come out red.
Mm-hmm. And there's Petricola.
Petricola, that's a good eye.
Oh man, that is the red and white form with those little, the purple and orange. Oh my goodness. That is just, I don't know, that scratches all the itches for me. Josh, this is so cool.
Thanks. And down over here we have what's left of the white Ferox.
So this here is another rare aloe that you're not going to see. It is a yellow flowering excelsa.
Excelsa, yeah, yellow
Excelsa.
flower.
So it's just getting ready to start flowering.
Yeah, excelsas are just coming into season. Ferox are finishing up, and then excelsas typically are right behind Ferox, and Aloe Vera, which is a Malagasy aloe, is about ready to start as well too. That puts out a very nice floriferous flower show when it does pop.
Oh, there's one of my favorites right there.
That one split this year. It was a single head, and it flowered, and then it aborted, and then it started to split, bifurcate. And then to the right of it's a hybrid. That's Bovi cornuta times Agave utoensis variation Ebor spina.
Nice.
And there's another very unusual one. It's a red and white bicolor excelsa.
Whew.
I was very pleased when that one flowered.
It's a, we'll probably have to do, because we're so limited on time, we'll probably have to do, you got the macroacantha there. We'll probably have to do another video sometime, dude, and really nerd out in here, because this is
Yeah, there's some cool stuff.
fantastic. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, and stay tuned. I got more videos coming. And you know what? Why don't you, while you're at it, watch the rest of my videos. If you've already seen them, watch them a second time. Why not? You did that already? Make it a third time. Do that while you're going to the merch store and buy a shirt, and then watch the videos while you're wearing a shirt. You haven't done that yet.